Uh, Hello. Uh, I, I'm in a band called the Special Orchestra, and we're in an article. I'm gonna read the article to you. This, uh, this video will last as long as the article does, at least. A special man creates a special orchestra. When Cleveland, Ohio native Bear Linhart stepped out has come 43 years ago to go visit a friend in La Jolla, New Mexico. He could never have predicted what life had in store for him. Nor could he have known how many lives he would he would he would enrich with special orchestra. The the singer-songwriter, guitarist, harmonica player, poet, novelist had been living the life of a troubadour before buying an adobe ruin in La Jolla in 1984. But by 1989, having fixed the place up, he found himself in need of a steady job. With the help of a friend, he went to work at the Los Alamos Hospital and Training School, which served individuals with developmental disabilities, a field unfamiliar to Linhart. Before I started the job, I thought that most of the people I would be working with were happy, cuddling Down syndrome individuals who were always ready with a big bag for strangers and were likely to pop out with cute and congruous statements. He says, I quickly learned that the people who I would be working with had challenges and hopes and dreams that dreams just like all of ours. It changed my life for the better. When the movement in the institution was pushed the hospital's residents out into the world, Linhart saw a need to continue to provide a musical outlet for these individuals. Little by little, he came to develop a method that enabled the people with a wide range of disabilities to make music together. Years before, studying with his mentor, the great blues guitarist Robert Jr. Lockwood, he had been introduced to open tuning, a way of tuning a stringed instrument that allows the player to play a chord just by strumming without having to press the strings down. With stringed instruments tuned to an open C chord, players of almost any ability could blend it fairly well with the other chords in a simple song in the key of C. Add the percussion instruments and the occasional C harmonica, and you've got an orchestra. In 1999, with this method in hand and leveraging his experience and less witness, Leonhardt founded special orchestra to help children and adults with developmental disabilities worldwide share in the joy of making music. For 17 years now, this non-profit, working on a shoestring budget, has been spreading the word, with some members of the New Mexico Special Orchestra, the first of its kind, even making an appearance at the Special Olympics in Ireland in 2003. Leonhardt has published a pamphlet that details his method and a play-along CD that the non-profit offers free to anyone interested in starting their own orchestra. Everyone is welcome to join the New Mexico Orchestra at its regular music sessions held in both Albuquerque and Berlin whenever they can, and there is never a fee to participate. Players can bring their own instrument or use one of the orchestras. The group also performs at a number of events around the state, such as the Albuquerque Folk Festival and Expo New Mexico, throughout much of the year. Just recently, Leonhardt has opened the La Jolla Music and Nature Retreat, located in our south of Albuquerque. The retreat includes the Phil and Agnes Thimble Theater, named in honor of his parents. Perhaps the tiniest theater in the state of New Mexico, he says. The wheelchair accessible facility boasts an ADA compliant bathroom two shady gazebos and a bird refuge. The New Mexico Special Orchestra played the theater's inaugural event in May. Winhart stresses that he is not a music therapist. His intent is to enrich participants' lives, and he has been wildly successful at that. Rhonda Castleberry, his son Brian, aka Rappin' Brian, has been an enthusiastic member of the orchestra since the beginning and says he goes to the music sessions all the time. Put it quite simply, Brian loves to play his drums. He plays his guitar. And it doesn't matter if you were good or whatever, they live it. And the benefit for me is it makes him happy. I guess none of us are really mentioned except for a few people. But here's a picture of the band. I swear I'm here somewhere. And there I am, I think. Yeah, maybe. Well, I'm sure you guys can figure it out. Bye.